All right, guys, me and my buddy Justin have come up here to Lake Norfork here in Arkansas. We got an evening where we come out here to do some fall crappie fishing. It is super windy. We looked on the way up here, showed like 8 mile an hour or 36 mile an hour wind gusts. So it could be tough, but we didn't care. We got our jobs done and gonna hit the lake. We're gonna get out there, show you guys how we open up a new lake and start scanning and trying to find the fish. I've been here one other time in my life. It was last winter. We didn't do very good. Come back in here, the fish should be doing something different today. We're gonna get on them, see if we can catch some, and see if we can give you guys some tips. So just stay with us and let's get out in the boat and tear them up. I'm gonna show you how you set your lake level. So levels fluctuate and it doesn't change over onto your contour lines unless you set that depth in your graph. So on the Garmin Echo Maps, I fish Bull Shoals a lot. We're on a different lake today, but it fluctuates 30 feet. And so every time I go, I have to change this to know what I'm looking for in that lake. Now I'm gonna show you how to change that level. So you come in here to your menu on your Garmin map, menu, layers, water, and then there's a lake level. You go to lake level, it shows active lake offset. You can go to that. As you can see, the lake I'm on today is 3 foot low, and so I would hit minus 0.003 feet, done. It asks you for what duration of time that I want that to stay at today. I only want it for today. I'm gonna set it on 1 day. You could go to that and change it to a week, 3 months, 3 days, whatever you want. Go back, done, and that's done. So what we've done is we've shifted all those contours 3 foot lower, and so that helps us when we're looking at our depth shading, how we can go throughout this lake and know that we're in 20 to 30 foot or whatever we're looking for that day. Just another piece to the puzzle. It helps you bring it down that much faster, and so hopefully that helps you to set your lake how it needs to be so you can get out and catch some fish. Okay guys, I'm gonna give you a little tip on how I set my depth range on the Garmin Echo Maps. It's very handy as far as being able to narrow the lake down. You go to these big lakes, they're overwhelming, but if you can narrow that down and turn it into a shade, it helps you to know where you need to be at and spend more of your time in those areas. So we'll take a look here. On the Garmin, whenever I'm on my map mode, as you can see, I'll zoom in and I have it painted green here. So I know in that range of green is where I believe the fish are gonna be at. And the way that you set that is you go to your menu, you go to layers, water, and then your depth shading. On depth shading here, you can turn it different colors. As you can see, I have mine on 15 to 25 foot painted green. So you can go into this, you could change it. Let's say if you wanted it to be in 20 to 30 foot, you can type in 20, done. Go down here to your max depth, 30, done. And then when you go back and you come back out, now your depth range is gonna be in 20 to 30 foot, and it's gonna paint that color throughout the whole lake. So hopefully that helps you. As you can see, I mean, that really narrows down your lake. 95% of the lake, you know, you don't even want to fish. So you're gonna go to these green areas, scan. That's gonna tell you what you need to know. So anyhow, hopefully that helps you out. I know it helps me out a lot. When the lake fluctuates, you'll be able to see what brush piles are in certain depths and areas, and so you know whether it's even worth going to check those out or not. So let's go on. We've stopped at one location. We're gonna go to another and see if we can find some. bang a couple. Not very fast, but it's better than what it has been. Okay guys, we've been driving around trying to find some fish, and it is sucking today. It's super windy, as we said at the beginning, so it's kind of forcing us into certain areas. We're trying to find the north facing side. We've got a south wind, so we're kind of forced to fish on these north facing sides, and it's just a new lake. It's hard to find them. So the reality is, you know, don't get discouraged if you don't just roll up to a lake and start ripping them. I don't. People think, you know, they see stuff and just think we're just ripping them every day, but the reality is some days you're just not going to hardly catch fish. That being said, we're still trying. We're just sitting down, trying a spot for a few seconds, moving on. I mean, the more time that you spend moving and searching, the more of a chance that you're going to finally hit that real good spot. So we haven't give up, but I just wanted to let you guys know, kind of that's what I do. Like a day like today when it's windy, you can still find spots that's out of the wind. May not be the best, but it's just kind of what you got to do. So that being said, we're going to keep on trying. Maybe we can find a few. Alright guys, that is going to wrap it up for us here on Norfork Lake. As you can see, we're doing our outro in the truck because it is so dang windy today. I mean, you couldn't even hear me. We had a hard time even getting back to the boat ramp. It's just super blowing. So ended up catching 3 or 4 good crappie. Just a rough day, and it's just reiterate that, you know, reality is that you're not going to go smoke them every time you go, and that was sure the case today. But we still had a good time out with my buddy Justin. Caught a couple and got to explore the lake a little bit. So we're going to be bringing you guys some more videos. Got back into that rhythm now, but be sure that you follow us on YouTube and subscribe and like the videos, and that way we know that you're enjoying the content, and it pushes us to do even more. So stick with us, like and subscribe. We're going to see you on the next video.